You are welcome to Fliptv newspaper front page review. My name is Elizabeth Akbati. And let's dive in for today's newspaper review. Starting with News Direct. Pay our withheld salaries, not loans. ASU protest sweeps universities nationwide. Warn of looming strike over withheld salaries, failed agreement. Sanwo-Olu moves against illegal beach houses along Lagos coastline. CBN mandates bank payment companies to geotag payments. 128 kidnapped victims reunited with their families, Nasser Rabadu says. NPA MD elected vice president of Global Parts Buddies. Nigeria-Brazil signed 5 MOUs to commence direct flights. And that's all for the News Direct. This Nigeria. Derailment. Abuja-Kaduna train services suspended indefinitely. 6 injured as passengers scramble for safety. Outrage over halt of railway corridor. Fresh safety fears persist. NBA conference. Renews call for Kanu's release. 411 Nigerians die from scooping fuel from falling tankers in 2024, FRSC says. NASA vows sustained crackdown on terrorist handovers, 128 rescued Zamfara victims. PENCOM recovers 4.57 billion naira from defaulting employers in 15 months. And that's all for this Nigeria blueprint. No hiding place for criminals terrorizing Nigerian citizens, Rabidu says. 6 injured in Abuja-Kaduna train accident, NSIB begins probe. ASU protest, give FG August 28 deadline for full-blown strike. 2027 ADC attacks APC PDP over zoning silent on Atiku's ambition. Benue Assembly suspends sack Speaker Adisa Dajo. Dangote Cement marks International Youth Day at Obajana. Atletico Madrid in touch with Atlanta over Lockman transfer. And that's all for the blueprint. The Daily Independent. Nigeria at heart of Africa's solar revolution as imports surge 60%. Tinubu orders 6-month ban on raw shell north exports. Benue Assembly suspends ex-speaker over Alia's impeachment plot. Petroba, eminent return to Nigeria excites Tinubu. Sanwo-Olu moves against illegal beach houses along Lagos coastline. ASU holds rallies nationwide, urge actions, warns of strike. And that's all for the Daily Independent. The Salient Times. NRC suspends Abuja-Kaduna train service after derailment. Passengers sustains injuries. NSIB begins investigation. Gunmen kill 8, injure others in Kaduna. August 16 by-election. Senator Usman drags Kaduna governor to ICC over PDP candidate chieftain's arrest. Benue Assembly suspends ex-speaker over plot to impeach Harathi Alier. Reactions as Deji Adeyanju lists 4 alleged ghost ministers in Tinubu's government. France returns call of beheaded king of Madagascar after 128 years. And that's all for the Salient Times. Amebon newspaper. Crash, panics, chaos. NSIB begins investigation into Abuja-Kaduna train derailment. Benga Daniel denies defection rumors, affirms loyalty to APC. Bode George labels nothing ticket zoning push as selfish power play. No one truncates Tinubu's second-term bid in 2027, KB Governor Idris. Anambra Assembly suspends lawmaker for 3 months over social media post. APC Chief Chain Alhaji Ismail Adebayo Yisa Omoada celebrates Honorable Chief Lanre Oyegbola birthday. APC fires back to Obasanjo over Tinubu's incompetence chain. And that's all for the Amibon News. And that's all on Amibon newspaper. Daily Sun. Kidnapping, 2.56 billion naira ransom paid in 1-year reviews report. Tinubu unveils revised national counter-terrorism strategy in October. FG probes Abuja-Kaduna train derailment, suspends services to indefinitely. Withheld local government funds, Osun State drags federal government to Supreme Court. Will wipe out terrorists, bandits, others too, NSA says. And that's all on the Daily Sun. Tribune. Oshun takes FG to Supreme Court over withheld local government allocations on page 3. Challenges transfer of local government funds case to Abuja. Oyo partners firm to develop Oluyole Free Trade Zone. 7 injured as Abuja Cardinal Trail derails. NSA hands over 128 rescued Zamfara kidnapped victims to families, vow to hunt down bandits. Sugary drinks increases hair loss risk, scientist says on page 11. Court orders 6 banks to furnish IGP with account details linked to Sorore. The Guardian. Over 5,000 cargoes trapped at port amid 2 trillion naira demurrage losses on page 6 of The Guardian. Pauses over security contracts, maintenance after 108th train derailment in 6 years. Gunmen kidnap pastor, worshippers couple in Kongi, Castine. Ocean drags FG to court over withheld local government funds. Rivers IG polls, police vows talk. Time for cultist troublemakers on page 29. Electricity consumers raise concern over tariff hike, epileptic supply. Pencom moves new pension investment rules recover 4.57 billion naira from the 138 defaulting employers. Patient caregivers groan as power cut through Yaba Psychiatric Hospital in darkness. Court orders for forfeiture of ex-military officers 5 billion naira shares to FG on page 30. Insecurity, Tinubu to unveil revised national counter-terrorism strategy on page 3. And that's all for The Guardian. The Punch. 2027 PDP ticket zoning to South splits North. Parties Northern stakeholders to review decision next week. Move may favor Tinubu's re-election, one our youth. Zoning to Fair South, says Middle Belt. U.S. court jails Oshun monarch over $4.8 million COVID-19 fraud. 239 first-class lectures quit Unilag over poor pay, ex-VC says. ASU protest rocks campuses ahead FG's talks. Probe begins as Abuja Cardinal train mishap injures 6. And that's all for today's newspaper front page review on Fliptv. My name is Elizabeth Party. See you next time.